Hello, welcome to the very first round here. I'm not gonna mulligan this. If he has Wasteland, I'm pretty screwed, but I mean, I can play Basalt Monolith here. It's also a blue deck, which obviously jumps to mind for my sideboarding already. Which is something I often think about. Guy brainstorms end of turn here, which usually isn't a good play. Depends on what kind of deck he has though. Now the problem is that I have here is that I'm on the draw. So usually when you're on the draw, you play a land like this, you actually have to discard a card. Now with the deck that I'm playing, that might not be a problem, because if I discard a Vizara, I can reanimate later on. The guy plays the same colors that I do. Interesting. So we do find another land, but still think I want to do this. Discard the Vizara here. Hope he doesn't have reanimation spells. But I have most of them, so it seems unlikely. Friction Arena is really good against this guy. Kozilek is obviously nuts. He probably has Glenendra. Oh my god, he has Capsize. That's sick. We do manage to draw Show and Tell here. So cleanup step will discard a land, I guess. Maybe that wasn't the most opportune. If it drops Glenland right here, we're screwed. Yeah, I'm already regretting having this land in my deck. Because if he can bounce it once more, I'm screwed. He has something, right? Yeah, let's concede this. I mean, he's just wrecking my face with bounce. So the guy plays a lot of bounce. I think we just want to add something like this now. We also want to add a swamp over this goddamn Timur Aqueduct. His controls, normally he can't actually beat this. We just added Eaterling because it's good against a deck like his. But then the question is, what do we cut? I think Skin Render is usually weak against them. Probably Show and Tell if he just has a bunch of bounce. But then what do we bring in? Let's just have Show and Tell in. We probably want the counter like a negate to back up our own things. Then still bring this out. Not so sure. Plays the same color, so definitely Sunring Titan is golden. Let's cut the Show and Tell. Obviously want to play first. He has a Will Mulligan in his hands. Oh come on, you're kidding me, right? That's twice. Yeah, I'm not gonna mulligan this. Come on. This is just mocking me, right? Giving me Ancestral Visions twice and not having an island. So the guy plays Delver. Pretty odd card to be playing in this format, but okay. So let's suspend this. Obviously a turn too late, but couldn't actually do anything about that. Let's see what he reveals, if he reveals anything. He obviously misses, because that's why this card isn't good in queue, because you usually miss. And there's a good reason for that. So yeah, see, for some reason it's just at 1 all the damn time here. So let's play Worm Power Stone. He can't have Force Spike, we have that card, so. And then next turn we can drop turn 4 Grave Titan. And I actually have a lot of counters as well, so. He has Capsize but still leaves tokens behind. He has revealed no spell, so he obviously didn't draw a counter. He might have one in his hand, like Dissipate. Dissipate would be the worst counter against me, because it would stop this card in general. It will also stop animate that, of course. That's what I was talking about. He can't have Shackles, he can't have Sour, he can't have Control Magic. Like, I have all those cards. I'm curious how come he's in the same colors that I am. He has something here, but neglects to play it. Is it Phyrexian Metamorph? Yeah, it is. Had to be, right? So obviously we draw lands, because those are things we want. That's ironic, by the way. Irony. If you attack here, he has to block. And I think we leave one behind for if he has a bounce. We want more behind. Just attack with this one. I can obviously block here and trade, which I don't think he will do. He probably has a bounce for this. Oh, he does block. Which actually gives me the advantage with more tokens. So normally he shouldn't block. Attack with his Grave Titan and mass block. I mass block, he kills 4 of them. He does decide to go for it. Yeah, I don't think that's a good play. I would never actually do that. Now I could have animated it, but I think I want to keep it for now. He reveals Doomblade. Which obviously isn't bad, but I mean, it doesn't really matter when it's Grave Titan does it. Guy plays Ancient Tomb as well. What kind of deck is he playing? So he Doomblades the Cryptologist. Yeah, sure. Don't really care about that, do I? Now, Ancestral Visions will definitely draw me cards here, unless he has Misdirection. Thinking about it. He has something. Anticipate now. Oh, he has Dismiss. How come? Oh yeah, Ancient Tomb. So we'll cast Animate that on our Grave Titan. Bring it back. More zombie tokens. Then just attack with everything. There's no need to play the land. We're definitely ahead here by the fact that it couldn't remove this previously and decided to trade his Grave Titan with mine. He's tapping out for something huge. 7 mana. Time Spiral. How is this bad for me? I get Sour, Tamiyo. Yeah, I guess. It also refills his hand, of course, but refilling mine is not a good idea. Factor Fiction. So we can see what he has here. You can obviously play Sekishima Student and get another Grave Titan. Think we want to do it like this. Like, if he takes these 4, that's fine by me. None of them actually scare me, because you can always steal them. If he goes for the Sakashima here, I can even steal that, but it's more likely that I will actually pick that. Because even if he picks the other cards, he has to discard cards. None of them were lands. I'm surprised that he actually main phases this. So he takes the 4 cards. Okay, so he got Wake Treasure, Teferi, Meloku, and Impulse. He goes for the attack here. It's fine. Obviously can't block. Is he gonna cast Impulse main phase? Recurring Nightmare. Okay. So this guy took my Recurring Nightmare. Gets a Grave Titan. Not really scared of that because I have Sour. He does not have a bounce, right? No, he does not. Our recurring Shriekmaw is obviously fine. I think we actually play Tamina and tap this down, which is probably better for me. So Shriekmaw land, Wake Thrasher goes away. Better Skull, obviously a nice card, but not really one I'm scared of. Tap this. Smash for a lot. He has to block the Grave Titan for sure. Then he goes down to 4. His Ancient Tube is starting to cost him. And we are gonna play the Monolith. We don't have a counter. There's not a lot of reason to bluff counter because he has to have a play anyway. And even if you bluff counter, he has to play through it and hope I don't have it. So bluffing counters obviously is bad because the guy has no option. Friction Metamorph doesn't do anything here. Like sure it gives him blockers, but even then he still loses. Yeah, he saw it. Like a single Grave Titan wins the game here. Okay, so I think I want to get rid of Una. Just because of his deck. I think I do want to Persecute here because naming blue against him is pretty broken. But it's only good if I'm ahead, right? We can also bring in Phantom Seer, but that seems a bit slow. Can bring in Skin Render, meh. Persecute seems fine. Like I probably want to counter. Like we have Negate and Forbid at this point. But maybe we want a Pact. Maybe we do want Persecute. If that resolves, it's pretty GG. Let's try it. Man, my deck is shitting on me. Yeah, I want to mulligan this. No, I don't want to mulligan this. How many times did I have to mulligan this session? Like 3 times already? No, I kept the first hand, but I got screwed because of the way the mana was set up. And him having a bunch of bounce. He's playing it really slow here. He has Wake Thrasher. Come on. Oh no. Sakura. Gain control of target creature. Yay. Targets. It all targets, so I think I want to Black Sun Zenith if he plays anything here. It doesn't. Which obviously isn't that great for me. He's stuck on land though. I think we cast this for 2. If he has counter, he has counter. I don't really care about that. Mana Exo rating into Visara here is fine. Even if he copies it, we still are good. Tamiya obviously not to play here. Visara versus suspending Ancestral Visions and casting Black Sun Zenith. I mean, I still think Vizara, well, maybe he has Venser. If he does, then I want him to cast it. Because then Black Sun Zenith becomes better. He has Dismiss, that's even worse. Well, it's not that bad because I have obviously have animate that, but I draws him a card, which is why it's annoying. And he did draw a land, so... Did he really go into mono blue here? So we animate that this. See what his reply is to that. Has to have something here, right? I don't see him not having anything here. Like Venser obviously doesn't do it. He brainstorms in response. That's fine. How many counters does this guy have? Let's say he Vencers the animate that. Or lets it resolve and Venser Vizara. I obviously cast Black Sun Zenith for 2 then. If it's Sakashima, I say Black Sun Zenith for 2 and then kill his creatures. Being stuck on a single blue is annoying because of Forbid and Tamiyo being there. Forbid would be really good. And Sour of course, but Sour doesn't work through Kira. He's thinking about this, and the fact that he's thinking so long about this makes me think that he does not have an answer against that card. Like if he did, he would have used it, right? Yes, obviously I want to empty my mana pool. He has something. Yeah, he has the Venser. As anticipated. So Black Sun Zenith gains a lot of value now. And he's trying to tempo me out, so... he does target animate... No, he targets Vizara, which obviously is the better play. Wait, what? Have a mana floating? So I probably should have passed first, seen that it does the Venser and then Black Sun Zenith. Yeah, that would have been better. Wow, that was terrible. So he shouldn't have suspended, just passed the turn. He finally finds his black. But we have to hope he doesn't have another counter here. Like I have so many counters, how many can he have? If I draw an island, that's actually good as well. I do not, of course. Exists 2. Like maybe I could have waited a single turn that to draw an island to back the Forbid up, but I don't think I can afford to. Of course he has all those counters. Seriously, dude. This is just ridiculous, right? I mean, my hand is good, but not his level of good, and I had a mulligan as well again. Not drawing any lands either. He kept a 3-lander and got there. Can't block here or won't block here. He has to be running out of counters or actives here. Assume he has a capsize, and if he has, he should capsize the Everflowing Chalice here. Like I can never play the Vizara that way, ever. He has a Grim Monolith, okay. Don't see what that does, but negates to do what? Again, do not draw the land I need. He knows about the Vizara, he knows that it's coming, so he has to have an answer here. He has the capsize, right? has something. Capsize with buyback? Why would you cast Green Monolith then? That would just be stupid. Yeah, he has capsize with... Oh, yes, the fairy, okay. I see. That actually doesn't matter. Well, it matters for my counters, but I mean, I couldn't have done anything about it anyway. He can't attack because I eat this, block this, turn after I have full control thanks to Vizara. His deck is terribly annoying. I don't see a card that actually gets me out of this. I really don't. Sour doesn't do it. Because I can't gain control of anything thanks to Kira. Yeah, there's a capsize, whatever. Yeah, he should have just kept the capsize, done it end of turn, like so many misplays on his end and he still wins. Anyway, we go on and I'll see you guys for the second round.